Here the lifter shows no wasted motion. He uses his power sources in efficient sequence to produce a skilled performance. Looking at the same lift from two angles, we see that from the balanced starting position, the legs are used first, then the hips and back, and finally the shoulders and legs again to pull the barbell up before moving quickly into the receiving position. Here we see a digitized computer image of the lift. We are able to see what is happening to the lifter and barbell from both sides. The pathway the bar takes to its final position is also traced. Lifting the barbell to the knees is accomplished by leg extension. These strongest muscles are used to overcome the inertia of a barbell that wants to stay on the platform. The pathway of the bar is consistent from the floor to the knees. From here, the hips are extended up and toward the barbell and the knees rebend. The final explosion phase, as the lifter extends upward in a jumping motion onto the balls of the feet, causes the bar path to travel forward. As the lifter jumps down into the receiving position, the bar loops back and is received at arm's length. The bar and pathways are very close to symmetrical. In this graph of vertical force versus time, we see that the equal application of force by each foot during both pull phases is a very important component of proper technique. Great force buildup is shown in the first part of the pull as the inertia of the bar is overcome. This force is maintained until the hip extensors take over, causing an initial leg rebend as the force drops off. Of equal importance is the propulsion at the end of the second pull phase. It is during this period that the amount of force applied to the ground should be greatest. Here the vertical velocity or speed of the bar is plotted. If an athlete uses correct technique, the bar velocity will steadily increase during both pull phases and reach a maximum near the end of the pull as the bar crosses the hip. Even more important to lifting efficiency is the acceleration of the barbell during the pull. Here you can see that acceleration closely mimics force production and reaches a maximum during the explosion phase at the end of the pull. Another look at the skill performance. The buildup of maximum force applied to the bar to produce maximum acceleration, velocity, and resultant momentum. Essential to producing these results is a balanced starting position. Feet hip width apart, hips higher than knees, back flat and arched, shoulders ahead of the bar, arms straight, and elbows rotated out. Bar arrives at knee height by extending the legs. Nothing else has changed. Back angle remains constant. The hips extend, the knees rebend, the lifter remains on flat feet. Arms are still straight and elbows out. This is the beginning of the explosion phase. The finish of the pull, the finish of explosion. The lifter exerts maximum force on the bar by leg and hip extension. Shoulders are shrugged in coordination with jumping onto the balls of the feet. Here we see a side view of the lift. The notes that appear on the left of the screen emphasize some of the key points to remember during the execution of the snatch. Points to keep in mind when at the starting position. Correct body position as the bar crosses the knees is also very important. These key points should be kept in mind at the beginning of the explosion phase. The position of the lifter at the finish of the pull. The coordinated dynamic motion, no wasted movement, good flow and rhythm of force application.